Start recording. All right. You found your way through the ice and the snow. I'm just gonna say it all again. You found your way through the ice and the snow. You made your way on the hunt with the Mongolic contingent. You learned a lot about the land, the biology, and the creatures that existed here on this hunt so far. You've noticed that there's valleys with a great amount of life and liquid water and geothermal activity that keeps what is basically an oasis in this desert of ice and snow. A tremendous amount of trees were there. You noticed that there was the purplish um, needles of kind of like conifers, right? Like pine trees and type of things, because of the way this land processes the dim sunlight from the red dwarf sun. You saw everything had something of a bluish or a purplish tinge, some reds, a lot of like reds and purples and lavenders and things. You saw grasses and a river in this valley. The way the geothermal activity works, there's quite a bit of mist and a kind of like a omnipresent. I think mist would be the right term. Yeah, maybe not fog, but mist. And because of the way this valley holds heat, it is actually quite a bit warmer here, and one would say almost not comfortable, but life exists. You saw. I believe there was something else along the lines of. I said a fox, a quite large fox-looking thing that you saw before you saw this predator in the wood line. That all you could see were the giant plate-sized golden eyes, along with a very large paw that it placed outside in a threatening motion without actually engaging with you, which you thought. I don't know if you all thought it, but I think very clearly was an intelligent, maybe not sapient, but intelligent creature that recognized combat was maybe not wise for either party, but didn't want you coming near, and you took note of that and made your way back around the valley's ridge to come in on another point, following these tracks still, whereupon you notice that the trees have been nudged aside by these giant creatures that have been described to you that you're hunting. These very large muskox almost looking creatures. You've heard them called by a variety of names by the variety of contingents. The one that you perhaps have taken to calling it came from one of the scientists from the base. They simply call it the Blue Ox. Maybe a play on words of Paul Bunyan and the Blue Ox, Babe.
Oh yeah,
You don't
babe.
know. It's described as a six-legged creature. It's very tall. It's probably about 10 15 feet at the shoulders. It's very big, very heavy. Um, it is it's very shaggy haired creature. And these are all the things you've been told. You haven't actually seen one yet, but these are what you've been told. And judging by the tracks, they're pretty accurate considering they're pretty big. These footsteps you've been following, about the size of your saddle, and you're following more than one of the creatures. Um,
That just
all right,
adds a
there you go.
memory, right? Like,
Okay. Yeah, I would say my character does have a backstory, but they're essentially he's newborn, right? He's almost like born again because if you lose your memory, you, I mean, other
Well, why
than
don't we
basic
before
stuff
we
being able to
get
walk
too
and talk,
deep,
okay.
sorry to cut you off. Why don't we?
No,
Why
you're fine.
don't you explain your character? Because I don't think we've done that very clearly yet. Why don't you explain what Tuck is and who he is, just very briefly? Who is he? What is he? You don't have to tell anyone anything you don't want to tell them. You don't have to explain anything you don't want to explain. But who is Tuck, right?
Sure. So Tuck is just a character that um, I had somewhat of a backstory for him before, but then halfway through it, I decided, you know what? He's lost his memory. He the only thing he knows is that he was recovered by this salvage crew that in this spaceship where he was covered up and there was just a pocket of air, and by some miracle that he survived, and through it all, uh, he's I mean, obviously he's like a scarred character, so you can kind of like you're like, what are all these burns essentially on them? And you might know like they're UV burns, just from existing in this universe. And then so just spent that time since being found just essentially trying to survive. Those salvagers brought him to the broken shore, and he's just been picking random odd jobs, trying to find bits and bobs for whatever anybody needs, to try to survive essentially. And he's had some connections along the way. One that went south, and one that's actually probably gone pretty good. And as we established last time, is a big friend. It's friends with Alara, who owns the Broken Store on the Broken Shore.
Mm.
And
Yeah, that's a good one.
we came to who did I know who introduced us? Was it Sharp's character?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Before
Anyways,
we started with a
yes.
much larger group, and we've whittled our way down. Yeah, everyone
Sure.
kept leaving.
So
yeah.
whenever we've met there, but essentially that's what my guy is operating off of. He's not a man of wealth. Very humble beginnings, right? Because he had to start all over essentially from scratch. Resourceful when he needs to be, but I think ultimately trying to find somewhere to belong. Because if you don't know where you're come from, you're just trying to lay down some kind of roots, not necessarily in location, but like as far as like culturally, or like a family or friends and stuff. And like I said, one of those connections kind of went south pretty bad. So like even that is kind of like testy. Not a whole lot of kindness based on, other than being saved initially and Alara. It's been kind of a rough. Tuck's had a rough go of it. But
very much a lost character in this setting, for sure. Absolutely. He's a lost person looking for acceptance, right? Is that a good way to say it?
Yeah, I would say
belonging,
that.
Belonging's probably better.
Yeah, I would say that's probably pretty accurate.
And he's been adopted into the Timur clan, did I say?
That's correct. Yeah, it's Timur clan
By
with
Baksh,
under
yes.
Baksh. Yeah, Baksh, who is
Batur
the
Timur.
resident blacksmith for the cognate ship, the Golden Eagle.
Indeed.
And yeah, so we're going from there.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. All right, North. Who is North? I don't think I've really engaged with him as much as I should have. So who is North?
North, I've seen, is a pretty quiet guy. Came from a single child family out there in just Australia, just
in the
working
province
in his
of
dad's
Australia.
radio shop.
Yep.
Providence, yeah.
In this setting, it would be part of the Chrysanthemum Throne. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the analog for the Japanese Empire. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. I would like to say Australia is still pretty ruly for what it is. I mean, it's just
absolutely, yeah, yep.
So communication is key to survival.
Yep.
And his dad owned a radio shop, would fix communication stuff and whatnot, and that's where he kind of found his love for building communication systems and running them, and where he enjoyed helping people. So when he got to the age, he decided to go to school and sign up.
Gotcha. And what is?
Ran.
Oh, go ahead, please. My apologies.
Oh, it's like where he decided to go deeper into communications and help, not just the three. I can't say the name. The Japanese Empire. I'm just gonna call it
Chrysanthemum Throne. Yes, the
Throne.
Japanese.
Yeah.
You can call it whatever you like, really. Just the.
Yeah.
It is known as the Chrysanthemum Throne. Yeah.
Even though they treated him like a second-rate citizen.
Of course. Ethnicity is important, and if you're not of Japanese descent, yes, you would be considered a little bit persecuted.
Mm-hmm. So he was more sent to go work with a little bit of everybody from the different places.
Yep.
Well, that's where he met Gunny. That's where he met Sharp's guy at the same time.
Yep.
And
yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's a very good way. He's a very interesting character. I'd say he's a man of technology, in a way. I will kind of bounce off that real quick, and then we'll get around to Gunny because I know he's waiting impatiently. Um, I will say that there is an oddity to this age, the second age of discovery, with the advent of a lot of fusion reactors and a lot of advanced power systems. There's been a realization amongst pretty much everyone in human space in the reality that there's been a new type of particle introduced. Um, I do not have a name for it as of this moment. I apologize, but it is basically the thing that introduces the reality that most things have to be done within eyesight. Long range targeting is basically disappeared overnight. There was a moment of panic in that in Earth's history around the moratorium's time. Basically, that the reality of everything you do in a combat situation nowadays is within sight. There's the introduction of particles from the fusion generators has basically taken away that over the wire type guidance systems. I mean, over the wire actually would be the only one left of that type. But there's a lot of clatter. Things don't work the way they used to. Radar doesn't work as well anymore. Actually, radar would work very well. I apologize. It's the other way around. It's more of you're looking at more of everything has to be done within visual acumen. And I do apologize again. This is coming from other fiction. I won't name names, but it comes from old school mech combat type things. Basically, if you're familiar with anything of that, that's where it's coming from. Use that as an analog. It's fairly accurate. Basically, it means if you're in a gunfight, you're shooting through a scope. You're shooting through visual acumen. You're not shooting through a magic 2x4. I can see you. My AI has eyes on you, kind of thing. This is very much martial skills. That's why the cognate is willing and able to use bows in the way they do, because this is not missiles don't work in the same fashion. This is not boots on the ground is a necessity here in this setting. So I mean, a lot of traditional martial skills are very important still because of the fact that it's not as easy as pressing a button and deleting something 2,000 miles away. Drones aren't really a thing because of that. The density of the particles has kind of made things very difficult in certain ways. So I wanted to add that. I apologize. Thank you for kind of giving me that in with technology to introduce that to the setting. I was gonna ask. You already said Tuck, but would you say again? What's the one thing that your character wants to know or wants to share about them in a small way or large way? You already said, but would you say anything?
Yeah. So I guess for the initial thing, he at this point in the story, he's just nervous because one, he's got this first time, he's ever used a bow,
Mm.
or ever seen a bow. It's the first time he just learned how to ride a horse today,
Yep.
and now he's got to do two things for the first time together, and so more or less just like trying to figure out how not to look like an idiot this first go around on a hunt with what is 13 other members of the cognate plus, or is it 12 other members of the cognate plus
12.
Bach?
Yeah, plus Box. 12 plus Box. Plus you two.
So yeah, plus us two, so it's 15 total.
Mhm.
So he just kind of meandered and trying to figure his way out. He got lucky on his tracking on tracks. He stumbled upon them and put us on the right track as far as that goes. But yeah, I think right now that's just what he's feeling as far as like what I'd want the
Excellent.
world to know.
Excellent. That's very fair. I appreciate it. North. Well, what is one thing North needs to know or wants to share?
Hmm.
We'll come back to you.
Yeah,
Gunny.
that one's. I'm trying to think of something really good for that
Yeah.
one. It's just easier said than done.
Yeah.
All right, Gunny, introduce yourself. Who is Gunny?
Gunny Maddox is a try to do this in character as best I can.
Sure, absolutely. If you can, that'd be great.
Gunny Maddox is a soldier who was a nothing but got drafted or kind of got recruited by I cannot for the life of me remember their name.
The Rockefeller cartel.
The Rockefeller cartel slash private thing.
You come from the Union of the Western Star, which is the analog for North America, basically. That'd be United States and Mexico. Canada is of course still part of the Commonwealth of the Crown now. Technically, it's a Crown colony or a Crown state of England. And you come from the American side of the Union of the Western Star, and it is a cartel. I won't say cartel state. It's a very unique system. I would say it is the results of cartels in Mexico and Central America, I suppose, as well, basically consolidating and taking control and becoming more organized. And it is also North America's corporations basically stop lying about being cartels and devolve slightly. I would say both sides kind of meet in the middle into a kind of like fused. It's very much old cartel romance, right? It's very much the Baroque and the gold and the gun smoke and the rosaries and blood and mariachi. It's very much the sense of a sense of the old west, maybe in a tone. It's very much men in charo suits and fine hats with gold teeth, wearing gold revolvers on their hips as they broker deals to, you know, start new colonies and the like. Yes, absolutely. You are from one of the more North American side of that, so you come from the Rockefeller cartel. That's more East Coast. That's very old money. It's a different reality than the rest of than a lot of the other cartels. There's 6 cartels to the north of the border and 6 to the south of the old border. The Rockefeller cartel is more interested in oil, infrastructure, a lot of things along those lines. It's very much, I think, more 1920s, 1910s, turn of the century type thing. Men in pinstripe suits and bowler caps, and guns the size of cannons, right? Very much that sense of steel and grit and maybe not exploitation, but maybe exploitation. It's hard to say. And that'd be more where you're from. Yes. Sorry. Please go ahead, Kelly.
Yeah. I've always been a soldier. Been told to do a few things. Always just kind of kept doing them. I lost my family. Kind of got adopted. Did some things that made some people proud. Got promoted. Finally got enough money to leave. But always had the intention of keeping close ties. Then one of my friends asked me to come do a job for him. I thought I was the first one to do this job, but apparently I was wrong. And we're here at this very cold planet waiting for some scientists to get ready and well, what I would call friends, but really just the closest people I know right now, to get back from their hunting trip with the people that we hitched a ride with, who we're probably gonna have to fight later. Maybe.
Always a possibility. Gunny, you were a Star Marine. I don't think we ever explained that you were a boarding member of ship-to-ship combat, and you utilized your favorite weapon, which was the... What was your favorite weapon?
My chain drive axe. Basically a saw on an axe. Open doors when the door guy didn't open them. Really good at opening people as well.
Excellent. I think that'd be very fair to say. What is one thing you would like to know about the setting, or something you would like to share?
Maddox is not very insightful about people's intentions. He always assumes the worst in everybody that is not a part of his clan or contracted through his clan.
Gotcha.
And he's trying to, even though he's not an official member, he still is the embodiment of what it means to be a good soldier in the clan.
Gotcha. You also have one more connection, don't you? That came along with you?
Yeah,
The party found when they were gearing up for the expedition on the Broken Shore, they had found a rather small shop from a series of very bad rolls that managed to sell everything they needed at a very high markup. It was run by a Renkari, a small gnome-like species known for their extreme dexterity and focus, making them par excellence craftsmen. And the shop was known as Shirley's Shack of Survival Sundries, if I said that correctly. And it was run by, like I said, a small, buxom Vrenkari known as Shirley, who took an immediate liking to Gunny, and they have had a somewhat intriguing relationship ever since. Then, in the sense that all party members have a very fine survival suit of turn of the century type gear that in kind of like a leathery look, kind of like a buckskin look with fur that utilizes fairly advanced technology to keep them warm and alive, basically. And Gunny's has a very interesting pinup of Shirley on the back that she put on there for him.
still 50-50 on whether he
Mr.
realizes
Referee?
it's there, but
Yes, you have your question. All right, go ahead.
In the smorgasbord of people in this settlement,
Yes.
what's the music like?
What is the
The
music like?
constant like energy of the environment.
You know this to be a Pythea's Rest, where the party is now, is a research outpost, or was a very small research outpost. It has grown quite a bit larger recently because of these discoveries here. But it holds contingents from every major power in Earth and human space. I would say the music is. It really depends on which section of this you're in. There's not a huge amount of mingling, you notice. These are all kind of military men. But I would say if you make your way through the Zoriana Sick, you would find, probably very solemn old Cossack or Russian, songs. Very much that old sad sound, or maybe it's a drinking song. Very, marchy. If you make your way through, I don't know, the Chrysanthem Throne, it would be more that traditional Japanese court music, or shamisen music, ding, 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 ding. Very much that traditional sound there of stateliness and elegance. If you make your way to the Empire of Heavens section, the analog for China in this, or it would actually be the new Chinese Empire in this setting, you would hear probably the traditional. I do not know the name very well, but it is the pardon. Yeah, it'd be a 7-string zither. It's a very I believe it has a different name in Chinese or Mandarin. I am not up to the par on translating that very well. I will just call it a zither. It is a lap played, or actually better, table played instrument of 7 strings that you'd pluck. Ding, 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 stuff like that, of the traditional Chinese court variety. You'd hear quite a lot of that. It's very ethereal, very stately, very very elegant. If you make your way through the European district of this Pythea's rest, the courts of the old continent, if you would hear a variety of music. You'd hear German traditional. You'd hear polka, if you want to go that far. You'd hear Italian, opera. You would hear virtuosos. You'd hear, um, you would hear English, absolutely. I believe there's an English contingent. I don't think I ever described it, but I would imagine there would be some, absolutely. That the thing about the European sector is it's very much a hodgepodge of everyone. They all kind of stay separate too, so it's a very tapestry, if you will. There's quite a few. I would say it's a very different sound in the European sector than the rest. It's everything all at once, I would say. And finally, the Mongolians, or I apologize, the Turkic, or not Turkic, Mongolic peoples, the Khaganate, with their settlement outside, or their tent city coming up. The Gers, the traditional Gers, and the Yurts. You would hear Mongolic throat singing, that deep guttural, and you'd hear the horsehead fiddle whinnying in the night. I would say also you would hear more modern sounds. Maybe it wouldn't necessarily be the traditional. Maybe there would be additions of, a more synthetic variety. Maybe you'd hear, electric, maybe it's an electric bakala in the Zoriana Sick, there are things that don't necessarily fit our traditional view of these musics, but they do sort of all kind of fit that romanticized image of the past grandeur of these empires, of these different cultures. They all seem to want to reach back through and grip the past, if it were. That's a very good question. I know I've gone way too far into explaining that, but I wanted to give you an idea of what you'd hear. Thank you. That was very good. Gunny, did you give one thing you wanted to know or wanted to share? Okay, we're going to go to the hunting party. Tuck and North. You sitting on horseback, uh, sitting and looking at these brushed aside trees. A massive creature has plowed through, kind of shoulder to side, proper like conifer trees. Purpled conifer trees. You are sitting there with the Mongolic hunting party, the Khanate men, and you are trying to figure out how to approach this particular hunt. Basically, none of you have ever hunted this before. I think it would be fair to say that you could easily follow the lead of the hunting party, or you can put your own views forward. Is there anything you'd like to do?
My guy would 100% just follow the lead of,
Okay.
of the guys who have done it before.
Okay. Then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you roll some shit to see how well you do in stalking the beast or engaging in the hunt. As you are approaching wooded area on horseback, it is gonna be up to you guys what you want to do. Would you like to bring your horses with you, or would you like to leave them and stake them out here?
I think I'd like to bring my horse with me.
Okay. All right.
Same. I feel like since the beasts are so big, they're not going to be intimidated by us in the slightest, like actual bison or muskox.
Yes, I would agree.
But it's just using real world deals. It could be completely wrong. They could be skittish as all get out. We don't know.
This is true.
But once again, I think also I'm just going to kind of do what everybody else is doing. Like if they start leaving their horses behind, which who knows if they do or not, then I'll leave mine behind.
All right.
I'm
Well,
kind of the
gonna
same way.
roll-
I want to kind of do things, but at the same time, like, I should listen to the guys who are good at hunting.
I think they would. They would probably try and draw these things out. They'd probably try to flush them out into the open to take a shot at them. Is what they'd probably try to do. What I'm gonna have to say here is, I need you to roll. I don't know how I want you to do this. You're gonna have to roll something to do like a ambush on these creatures. And I'm trying to decide how you would do that. Would one
I
of
have
you need
stealth.
to? Stealth would be good. Do you both have stealth? If so, roll your stealth first. I need you to roll stealth just to see exactly how well you're able to get yourself into a position where you can ambush.
What about tactics?
Yes, I need one of you to roll tactics, or both of you. I don't care who rolls.
I'll let him do stealth. I'll do tactics.
Oh, perfect. That makes, yep, there you go. It's a 10, and that's 12. Excellent.
That's a
oh my god, that's
Okay,
a natural 12.
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling
That's
great.
very good. That's very good. Excellent. So
Yeah,
you're
me,
both.
Me, Tuck's just like a little fist bump, but like, let's do this. Bam.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think North with a 12, you would absolutely be in a position where you're kind of like, you've been in combat before, right? This is not anything like combat, but it does have a sense of similarity to you. It's still an ambush, you know. There's a translation there, you know.
Well,
You're just
he also
translating.
did hunting in his backstory. Like,
Oh, did he? Oh, I didn't realize that. That's good to know.
It's nothing like this, but like Axis Deer, like this small local game that it's small deer, but it's still like he understands hunts.
Okay, excellent. That's good to know. That's really good to know. Yeah. So you kind of position yourselves extremely well. I think you know, I will say two men of the hunting party, two cognate warriors, kind of break off from the rest of you and move into the trees on horseback very
Match
carefully.
any warriors. Aren't these guys like Kashyyyk? Like these are like.
There are a
dudes.
few. There are a couple of Keshigs, part of the Khan's bodyguard. Well, not Khan, but the noble's bodyguard, the captain's bodyguard.
These are tough motherfuckers.
These are picked men. You know that the Swift Golden Eagle is a very prestigious ship in the Khanate. It is one of the oldest and one of the most prestigious vessels in the fleet. It is very large. It is very strong. It is very fast, and it is renowned for its raiding capabilities. The man who, yeah, Boyan. Yes, there you. Yes, yeah. The Boyan. Yes, the Boyan of the vessel. This is what they call it within the cognate a clan fleet ship. It is a moving clan ship. There are smaller ships that usually ride with the clan ship. Its cargo bay and its hangar, which seem to be one and the same for this thing, is capable of basically holding vessels that would be termed frigates by other things. Like, not a lot of them, but this is a very big ship. This is a very prestigious ship. It is. That's what I can give you. But yes, absolutely. There are Keshig involved in this hunt. So they are very picked men. These are the best of the best of the best. Absolutely. They are excited. They are excited and not bothered by this hunt. So getting into it, I would say that two members, probably two Keshig, absolutely make their way into the trees to try and bait this thing out or to flush them towards you. I would say they make their way through the trees very, very, very quietly as you all settle yourselves into position. Who are you both using bows?
I'm using my rifle.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm using a bow.
You're using a bow and you're using a rifle. Gotcha.
I decided I want to be. I'm not. I did the bow on the ship, I wasn't the best. So I'm like, I'm going to shoot something I know I'm actually half decent at.
Okay. Tuck, I did give you a bow, right?
You did. It's
All
a
right, excellent.
Tingri recurve bow. I don't know the
Excellent.
stats on it, but I got one.
Okay. All right. I will try to find your stats real quick, because you're gonna have to roll for it real quick. When we do in the if you are even capable of finding a blue ox.
I love that name for him.
Yes. All right. Yes. As you see the Keshig move into the woods to try and flush this beast out, North especially rolls extremely well on his tactics roll, and I would say because of that, you're able to spread yourselves out in a very good skirmish line and present yourselves towards the woods in a way where, if the things come rushing out, you have an easy way of converging on them and harrying them with your bows and North's rifle. Tuck, absolutely, you do an excellent job hiding, kind of in a position where I would say you give yourself the best possible advantage to get the shot off if it does come rushing out of the woods in that way.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna. I don't know. Is there? Can we do a? I'm gonna do a. What's the perception check? God damn it.
There is not necessarily a clear perception check. I would say it'd be more like a recon. Yeah.
Recon check for like maybe like a higher vantage point or just like a slight higher ground.
Um. Yeah, you can. I'd say you can roll it to give yourself just the best advantage you possibly can.
While he's doing that, I would like
Okay.
to. I would like to take a knee and aim.
That's a 4.
I would
And
say
be
you
ready?
do. Yes. Are you
How
getting
many
off? You're getting off your horse.
Yes, I
Okay.
dismounted.
You don't have. Do you? How high is your animal? Not very good.
My animal's a 1.
Oh, is it? Oh, shit.
Oh. Or no, sorry.
It's a 0.
It was writing that. I think I had a. I thought writing automatically got a level in it. Right?
You do. You're at 0.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. I'm at 0. I thought I had a 1.
No, you're at 0. You guys have just started riding like within like weeks. This is still new.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you could probably use the horse if you'd roll an animal correct. 7 is not enough, so the horse is gonna be like, no, don't put your gun on me.
I didn't want to use my horse anyways. I wanted to take a knee.
Okay, yeah, then you are going to have to dismount then. Bear that in mind. And it will be an action to get back on your horse if this turns into a running battle.
Yeah.
Okay. I will now roll some things for me, for my edification. Okay. As you kind of prepare yourselves, as you settle in this cold, in this snowy area, this is still within the valley, so it is actually quite warm, but there is still snow. You kind of sit there and you can hear the creak of saddle leather, the breath of horses, the breath of men in this frosty air as you stare at this wood line where these two Keshig have gone inside to try and flush what you've been told is a beast at least 15 feet tall. A massive creature, the blue ox, as you've been calling it. This is not for the faint of heart. You're starting to realize that this is potentially extremely deadly. You are up against something you've never even attempted to imagine before. This is new. This is an alien world. This is an alien creature. Tuck is using a bow, a Tingri recurve. It is the epitome of bow technology for the cognate. It is extremely high tech. It is extremely powerful. It is still a bow. He is still a man on a horse with a bow. North is using a rifle, but these creatures are 15 feet tall. You're not sure what a rifle will do necessarily. And you're starting to come to grips with the fact that 15 feet of angry creature makes you a very pasted person if it decides to turn on you. And you're starting to grapple with those thoughts as the silence drapes around you as heavy as a shroud. you're starting to realize you could leave this place in a bag, in a box. And it's starting to become very real. And then all of a sudden, you hear the whooping cries of a Keshik, a mounted bodyguard of the Boyan, one of the hardest men you've ever seen, as he starts whooping and hollering, and then you start to feel it. The ground is starting to move. You can hear and you can feel it. The back of your teeth start to rattle as the thunder of feet, of hooves on the ground, the ice and the snow, as you hear just the shattering sound of something 15 feet at the shoulders as it starts to move through this undergrowth, through these trees like they're nothing but grass, as it pounds through, and you finally see the head as it clears the trees and shatters one mid-trunk. It has horns that are probably about, if you were guessing in this moment of adrenaline, you would say the horns reach 10, 15 feet maybe, side to side. They're huge. They're blunt. They're thick. They're of a dark keratin type substance, you would say. Maybe actually, I would say that's not accurate. It'd be more of like it'd be a very bright substance, very bright keratin, very light. You do see these animals seem to be a blue, a light blue for one of them. The other one seems to be more of a white. There are very gradient colorings in them. Their faces are large and broad and shaggy. The fur is thick and long. There are 6 legs on these creatures. You notice that as well. Something about the locomotion of them, the long breadth of their bodies is incredible to you. You've never seen anything like this in your entire life. Humanity doesn't have 6-legged massive creatures on Earth. This is absurd. And it's making the ground shake beneath you. Your horses are whinnying in fright. They've never experienced this either. This is new. As this creature comes, not necessarily charging out, but necessarily it's moving with purpose, away from the whooping Keshigs at its back. As you see 2 of them, 2 of these massive creatures come barreling out of the trees like tanks. And you pause. As I need both of you to roll animal handling checks or just your animals to see if your horses bolt. God, I hope you rolled good. 5 and an 8. Excellent. Okay. North, yours does. I hate to say it. Yours, you see as you have taken a knee beside it, it doesn't feel you on its back. It's on edge. This is not something it wants to deal with. And it bolts. It doesn't go far. It probably moves about 10, 15 feet away. But it gets away from you. You're kneeling and aiming, right? So you're not necessarily concerned about that. Tuck, you do keep a handle on yours. Something about Baksh's training, something about not wanting to disappoint him. You found yourself extremely focused during this hunt. Something about this seems to just suit you. Um, you found yourself, I think, is a fair statement. You've done very well so far, and the horse is respectful of you, and it does not bolt, and you stay hidden. And now I need you both to roll for initiative. On your sheets, that would be the tab for combat. I want to say yes, right there.
Keep breaking up.
Go to the combat tab and hit roll initiative.
There
Excellent.
we go.
Yep, perfect. 10 and 8. Excellent. You both are doing really good.
So far. The night is young.
Indeed. Excellent.
And you're so beautiful. Remember that.
Indeed. I see. This is going to be an ambush round, gentlemen, which means you do get to just do stuff. So.
Can I, before we start, can I just, I want to talk to Baksh, and I just want to say, whispering, I guess, slightly above a whisper, with the focused voice, just say, "What's the play now, Baksh?"
He would look at you and he would say, "We shoot through. Aim for the shoulder, right behind. If there are anything like things we have hunted before, the heart and the lungs are there. Shoot straight, shoot through. Bring it down. Do not let it suffer."
Aim for the shoulders.
Indeed. Right behind it. Right behind it. What would you like to do? I would say, who rolled better?
Tuck. He gets
I
the
did.
first.
What's the distance between us and the?
I would say it's not very far. I would say you're probably within 100 meters of the tree line.
Okay.
And they're charging kind of towards you. With the tactics roll that North made, I would say he positioned you in two lines with a kind of a separation in the middle, and somehow managed to just guess that they would probably follow the line of least resistance, and they come right back out the way they went in. So they are probably going to go in between you. And I would say you're both kind of at the point of the line where they're closest to that. As the news members of the hunting party, they probably put you. They're giving you a chance to blood yourselves, trying to prove yourselves. So I would say you have probably about 100 meters.
Okay, 100 meters. So, which one's closest to me? Is it the light blue one, or you said the more white one?
I would say the blue one. The blue one looks like the more blue one looks like a bull. It's definitely larger. It's definitely more powerful looking.
Okay, let's. I'd like to aim and take a shot at that one.
I see. I see. Do so. Roll your shot.
Do I just roll dex?
Do you roll your shot with your bow? You take a
Okay.
shot. Yep. What did you hit? 7.
Dex 7.
7.
Damn 10.
Pardon me. And 10 damage would be very good. Yes, absolutely. 1 second. Yes, you take a shot off at this thing, Tuck. You take a shot from your Tangri bow. You loose the arrow. You feel your breath catch in your throat as you finally release an arrow from this thing, and it takes off like a scalded cat. It moves fast, faster than you expected it to shoot. As you see this massive creature bearing down, yours is the first shot off. As you do hit it, it's a clean shot. You hit it right in the fucking chest, actually. You're not at an angle where you can hit the shoulder, but you still shot on instinct, and you hit it clean. There's no doubt in your mind you hit it clean. And you see a bright splash of red. And it keeps coming. It keeps trundling. It keeps pounding the ground with 6 feet. And its eyes seem to narrow. Its head starts to lower. The horns are huge and massive. As, please go ahead, North. Unless, Tuck, you have anything else you'd like to do for your turn. You scored a clean hit.
Did it essentially break my stealth? Does it know where I'm at, or?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say the basic factor is you had a very clear shot that, because of where you were situated, was even easier and more effective from your stealth. And having taken that shot, it seems to see you with its beady eyes. Not beady, with these deep sunk eyes. But it's not really interested in taking a charge at you, if that's what you're asking. It's more trying to run.
Okay.
Right now. You don't know if that could change or not. You did just shoot it in the chest, and it seems to really not like that. So
I'm inwardly rejoicing. Slightly disappointed it didn't fall, but hoping that North has better luck.
Yes, and I would say north at this time, as you see the arrow fly through the air, you would definitely feel it's your turn to shoot.
I'm gonna.
Says the DM.
Did we say it's only it's a plus a 1d4, or did we say we're doing it at Boone? One more time.
I'm gonna say with the tactics roll, do it at Boone.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna take my shot. I'm gonna hit with a 15.
Oh, absolutely. 15 with an effect of 7. Holy.
And I'm gonna aim like I know, just right behind that my guess is the very first shoulder. Try to hit in that double lung, maybe drop it at quarter inch. Try to get the heart. Breathe and pull the trigger at the same time.
Excellent. Yeah, it's a smashing hit. I mean, you hammer it completely. One moment as I look at your damage that you do.
I did 11, and then I don't know what the effect does again.
It adds extra damage. So you actually do 18.
18 damage. So 28 damage total between the both of us. High five.
That's actually pretty excellent. That's 28 damage.
Mm-hmm.
That, you do notice, is an extremely heavy shot. That one seems to actually penetrate. And you're not sure if it's the angle or what, but that actually, you see a larger splash of crimson. And you do see its eyes lock onto you, North. As you realize that your horse has bolted 15 feet, and now a 15-foot tall mass of pain is coming your way. As with that, having done 28 damage, this thing is absolutely ignoring it. And just pounding the earth. As it takes its turn, and it's going to move towards you. It comes barreling out of the trees.
Quick question: since it is an ambush, are they stunned on? Oh, wait, never mind. They get.
They do lose a turn. You're right. Technically, they do lose a turn, but actually, you're right. I need to roll for the other party members, don't I?
Yeah,
well, I was curious. I was just curious. At
You're
this
right.
point,
13
right?
dudes.
You're right. There's a lot of other people here. I had
That's
done
just
the
the point.
wrong factor on that. You are absolutely correct. I'd be dumb on that.
You're good. I wasn't trying to do that. I was just curious. I was just trying to think. I'm like, because D&D rules is definitely way different than the Traveler rules.
Roll bang for Botch, or Boone for Botch.
Oh yeah.
Let's get on that train.
This boy, he's bam. He's proud of his boy.
They got 3 9, so they're gonna be just fine.
How many
Actually,
is
it does
1,
go
2,
3 6 9.
3, 4,
Damn,
5,
you're
6, 7, 8. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna roll 2. Fuck it. We're gonna do this differently, because there's 2 wings of this that are rolling. I'll roll 3. Fuck it. So 8, 9, 5. We'll take the 8, 9, 5. You see, as there's a loose of arrows, the side with Botch and Tuck hits clean. Botch especially is hitting very clean with a 9. As the arrows all pound home into this great creature, doing shit. Let's call this 18 points. Wow, that's terrible. 18 points of damage. What were we at? 28 plus 18. I have to do math. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at math. 46. 46 damage. This creature is looking rough. You do notice that now. This is all of a sudden turned into a very different reality for this creature. It's used to being the biggest. It is not enjoying
Is this thing still alive?
You're not sure. I would say if you were there, Gunny, absolutely you'd be wondering that. There's 8 arrows sticking out of the side of this thing now. The other wing shoots as well. It does quite a bit less damage because half miss just from the angle of the shot. You get 4 damage out of that. So another 4 damage to that.
So 50 damage total? No, 48.
It's down to that. What was that? Shit. Plus 18. As you take your shot, And as the rest of the hunting party takes their shot, you see this thing stagger and just keep barreling towards you. It seems to have its eyes locked on north. And it's coming. As it takes its turn to move, it's moving about 10 meters. So it's about, what did I say? 100 meters? It's about 90 to 80 meters from you. It's about 80 meters from you, I think, is where it's at.
Is the white one following suit, or?
It seems to be making that classic herd mentality of a break for the open area. So it's going to come right up the gun, yeah. Right up the pipe, as it were. In between the two wings that you're at.
That one's staying on track then. Okay. That's
Mhm.
good.
That's its turn. It can't do anything. It's running at you aggressively. We're back top of the order. I think we're back with Tuck.
Little Tuck.
Good old Tuck.
All right. I'm gonna loose another arrow.
Yep.
Or at least I'm gonna loose it. Whether it hits or not, we'll find out.
Give it a shot.
A 6.
6. I think it's going to be a hit. Let me check my sheet real quick here. I would like to say you do, though, yes. Because you have an advantage here because this is such a large creature. It's going to be very difficult to miss. Simply because, as a large creature, it is just easier to hit, right?
Sure.
Equal the score listed in the trait. So you are going to have a 6 plus 4. So it's actually a 10, which is a hit. Congratulations.
Nice.
And as that is an effective plus 2, you actually do 7 damage. As you loose this shot and you see the hammer, as you see the arrow just hammer home into this thing. You're still aiming at the chest, I would say now. So it's still driving home at this. And again, it seems to just keep going. It just doesn't seem to care.
God damn.
Mm-hmm. It is starting to look fairly wounded, though. I will say that you see great globs of blood draining from it as it comes at you, as it drives towards north, as the bull drives towards north. The cow, which is what you assume is behind it, it's a smaller animal. It's paler. Does seem to be. It's running. It's running behind the bull. But I think at this point you can probably determine it's a cow. North, your turn.
It's charging towards me. I'm still taking a knee. I reloaded. I'm gonna try to aim for its head.
Aiming is an action.
Yep, I'm good with that.
You don't want to shoot this round?
I thought aiming was a bonus, and then shooting was a different action.
I'm fairly certain it's an action to shoot and also to aim. Let me look. I'll check.
Yeah, no, combat's different. So yeah,
Combat is different. Yep. Let's bear with us. Bear with us here. Significant. You may perform one significant action.
Is aiming
and it does look like it is a minor action. Yes, so you can actually aim and shoot in the same round. Yes, you're right. I am incorrect on that one, so that's good.
I know, good. Yeah, we're learning.
Yep.
I'm gonna aim, and do I get a bonus for aiming?
You do. You get a +1.
A +1 to. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna aim. I'm gonna try to aim like right in the middle of its flat head. I'm gonna take a shot with a 13.
13 and a 5 effect, so damage 8 plus 5.
Would be 13.
Jesus, man. Math today. It's a tricky bitch. Yeah, with a massive shot, this thing. You do. What are you using? You're using a traditional ballistic rifle?
Yeah, 4d6 plus 3.
As you shoot this rifle, the bullet pancakes against its broad skull. It does not penetrate, but it does do
Yeah.
damage. It does pound a fucking round. You shoot it right in the head, and it
That's what
pancakes. You can see it hit. You can see it splatter. You can see the blood, the impact of this, the flesh, the skull underneath, as this thing shudders and stumbles as it drives towards you, but it is still running towards you. It is still driving. You can see the wild look in his eyes, the labored breathing, the bloody flecks coming from its mouth as the great lungs just as it drives and drives and drives and thunders as six hooves meet the earth. It is still coming towards you. As at this point, it will be the two wings turns. I'm going to roll for them. They will shoot. So it's good. That's good. Those are both hits. Oh, and I got to roll for Bach separately, my bad. Because he's getting his own. He doesn't do as good that time.
Brutal.
It's a quick
Rip.
shot. It's a quick shot. He doesn't quite hit. But you do see as the wings do hit. As one will do 5 damage and one will do 8 damage. They both, as the arrows are loose from both sides of the wings of the hunting party, they do a combined total of, God, math is annoying, 13, I think,
13.
right? Yep, 13.
13.
As the arrows seem to sprout from its back again. As this thing keeps fucking coming. It doesn't care. It's driving. It wants north. It sees him. He's the enemy. As arrows sprout from it, blood spurts from it, it is still alive. Still driving towards you. The arrows from its hide, there's probably about 15 to 20 sprouting from it at this point. There are multiple bullet wounds that have hit it. You shot it in the fucking head, North, and it's still driving towards you. As it moves. And I would say it even picks up speed, so I'm going to say it goes even farther. It's probably about 60 meters from you now. The cow is lagging behind. It's probably about 80 or 70. This thing's within 60 meters of you. You can make out the blood. You can make out the wild eyes hidden deep in the skull. The great horns, the great musculature of this thing. As it's pounding the earth, you can feel the thunder in your soul. As it has no eyes except for the one that shot it.
Did the second wing fire yet?
Say again?
Because there was 2 wings of.
Yep, they both shot. They both did
okay.
damage.
Okay.
Oh, but I didn't do box damage, my bad. 9. No, actually, he didn't hit. I'm sorry. He didn't hit. My bad.
That
I
was the
wasn't
one
gonna
that
say
got hit
anything.
for 3.
I was gonna let my boy Box do some work.
Nope. Box did not hit. Unfortunately, he took a quick shot, and it was right behind, right over the top of the shoulder.
All right, Tuck, it's your turn, brother.
It is.
All right.
Drop him.
Fire another shot.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see it.
It's a hit. Are you aiming? I will say you never did say if you were aiming or not.
Well, I already rolled. Next time I'll say I was aiming. I don't know what all the minor actions are, but
You can aim. An aim will give you a +1.
Mm-hmm. So I'm making an 8 instead of a 7.
And as this is a large creature, you're going to have an easier time hitting it just because of the realities of a large creature. You get a +4. So it's actually going to be an attack of, 8? So +4. So it'd be 12. And your effect at that point would be more, so you're going to do more damage. Would Tuck aim? Is what I'm asking you, I guess. Or is he in such a panic he's just shooting?
Honestly, he would probably be aiming the whole time, just because, once again, he's under that pressure.
Okay.
Then
I will say absolutely.
aiming. Now there's even more pressure because there's a 15-foot ox barreling down on north.
Mm-hmm. I get you. And he's
some
found him.
preservation there.
Okay. Then I will say yes. Then you would aim. You do more damage. It's 8, so you do 8 damage. It's a hell of a shot. At this point, it's almost at an angle now. You can actually hit that side that Box was talking about, and you hit it right behind the shoulder, and you see this thing. It nearly collapses. It's I think I can tell you with clear honesty, it's very close to death. It's just about dead. Um, it's stumbling. It's bleeding heavily. It's trying to charge still. The cow is making noises behind it. The mooing sounds that you've. This thing has been eerily quiet up till now, and it makes a final sound finally as it's on its last legs. The cow behind it making sounds of terror as North, it is your turn.
Do I see it stumble?
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna bear. I'm gonna grit my teeth, aim for the lower chest this time, right in the brisket area, right where I feel like the giant heart would be.
Mm-hmm.
Take a deep breath. I'm gonna take a shot with it'd be 11.
It's a clean shot. The round leaves the gun, drives through the air, the cold air, the crack of the rifle, as it slams home into the breast of this creature, this great chest, this great shaggy chest, drives home into the heart of it. It takes another couple of steps and collapses, dead, sliding on the earth, shuddering, the ground itself seeming to just break at contact as this massive creature falls, the head driving into the ground, the horns scraping as the chest no longer moves, as it is dead. The cow screams in terror as it just keeps running. It has no other alternative in its mind. It has to go. It's in danger.
Running in my path, like my
No, it's
pathway?
running up the middle.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I'll turn Boksh. I think we can let that one go. The females are harder to replace.
I think he looks at you with pride and he says, "Yes, yes, that is the right thing to do. That is wise. They have put up a great hunt. We should let them live." And I will say, if everyone is in agreement, if Tuck is in agreement, if North is in agreement, the hunting party would be in agreement. Would you like to let the cow go, or would you like to shoot at it? It's your choice.
North is laying on his back. You can't see North. He's in the snow.
Yep.
He's not even thinking about shooting anymore. He's laying down. You can't see him.
Then I would say that this massive cow, smaller than the bull that you've just killed, crashes through the snow in between the two wings and escapes into the ice and snow of the steppe. And it probably moves within 15 meters of both of you as you're on the inside of the wing. And you can see every inch of this massive creature. It is a glorious thing in motion. All six legs trouncing and pounding the earth. And this thing's probably 10 feet tall as a cow. It's huge. And it's glorious. And I would say you feel without a shadow of a doubt that you have seen something that very few people have. As this thing runs and bellows and makes its way away. And well done. I would say that is the end of the combat counter. Well done. You have killed a blue ox. You are of a small group of people that have even seen one. As I would say, you then make your way over to this great creature.
Yeah, I'll talk to Boksh and actually I was like, well, it's now the real work begins. It's time to harvest.
Yes, this is always the part that is the less fun. But it is a necessity, as we will keep all that we can. And at that point, I will say excellent job, and we will switch back to our man Gunny at home.
These are my finger snaps.
Gunny would be at an impromptu shooting range. Yeah, I would say it's not. I mean, there's a lot of military men here. There's a lot of military men that have been sent here. I would say roll me a d6.
Yeah, sorry.
Mm.
You do 4.
4. So that would be duh 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 duh. That would be you actually realize that the Empire of Heaven has a shooting range set up near their encampment. How are you going to get access to that, Gunny?
That is a great question.
Do you speak Mandarin or Cantonese?
No.
You do
No,
not
I do
speak
not.
Mandarin or Cantonese. I see.
No.
Well, then we are going to have to role play this. I will say you make your way towards the Empire of Heaven contingency. They're part of the camp. They're part of the colony, I apologize. Or outpost, that's better. Part of the outpost. You see the traditional Chinese architecture. It's all very new, right? This is not permanent. This is within weeks, right? Everything is very new with this outpost. All these outspurts of the different powers projected, men and influence. This part of the outpost is, for all intents and purposes, you're thinking traditional Chinese architecture. You're thinking. I wish I had a better explanation for you. In art. Allow me 1 second to look it up.
He's not talking.
Okay,
He
so
doesn't
Gunny's trying to
do
make
that.
his way. Okay, so the Empire of Heaven. You see that they
It's
have
just
this traditional setup. They have a barracks set up, kind of like a camp deal. This is very
yeah.
much the.
Where
Yes,
is that
please.
close to an outside wall?
I would say so. Yeah, I would say that
All right.
absolutely.
And Gunny's heading this way to talk to the Chinese scientist. Is that what's
Oh,
happening?
Gunny is not talking to scientists. No, Gunny is
Okay.
going to the shooting range because he's bored.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right.
And this is the one that you've heard about, the one that you know of. Yeah. Gunny, how the hell are you gonna do this? I
Gunny
would
is
like
gonna
to hear it.
find the shooting range. He's got.
How's he gonna do that?
Uh, he's gonna basically kind of like peek over the wall. Be like, is that the shooting? No. All right. Well, let's
You're
go
gonna peek
around.
over the wall. I said the walls are 10
Yeah.
feet tall, my man.
Yeah. He's gonna
You're gonna get a little ladder up there, and he's gonna just look over the top.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
Well, he's gonna pull himself up, but
Well, then
yeah,
you're gonna have to roll for that if you're pulling yourself up.
yeah. No,
Absolutely.
so
I
what
think
is it,
that's a dex
strength?
roll. I'd be a safe strength. Yeah, you'd be a strength. See if you can
Alright.
pull yourself up. Yeah, you can
9.
pull yourself up. Absolutely. You pull yourself up. You kind of look over the wall. You see ordered military tents. Maybe not tents. More like small structures, right? These are very modular, very not expensive, right? This is a cold planet. You can't necessarily do excellent with tents. You see, the Mongolians do have tents. The Cognate does have a tent. They do have the gears set up, but those are designed for cold, right? The cold steppes of Earth are fairly similar to this climate, actually. So this is pretty normal for them, just colder. But you do see that the Empire of Heaven has small barracks set up instead. So,
If you had a
pardon me.
shooting range, I know they have.
They do have a shooting range, yes, Gunny. They have a shooting range, yes.
All right.
You do
Perfect.
see a shooting range
This'll-
nearby.
All right. Perfect. Gunny's gonna set up exactly how far away
Hold
is
on.
the shooting range?
Roll dexterity, see if you get down from the wall without hurting yourself.
No, and he isn't getting down yet.
Oh, he's still looking up? Okay, alright, go ahead.
He's looking. Can he see the shooting range from where he is?
Yes, I would say it's near the entrance, yes.
About how far away is it?
I would say 30 feet. And it's
30 feet.
Yeah, the
Oh.
entrance, it's not aimed toward the entrance, it's aimed towards the back wall. Or the side wall.
Okay. Yeah.
So you come in
So
and it's directly to the right of the entrance and it shoots towards the right wall. Does that make sense? And it's about 30 feet from the entrance
yeah.
to the gun lane.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that make
How long is the gun lane? Is it like 100 yards or?
a couple hundred feet?
Okay. So I have 400. Is the range in meters or
It's in
feet
meters,
or
yes.
yards?
So it would actually probably be
Okay.
closer to I don't know, a couple hundred meters. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Gunny's just gonna Is there like a hill overlooking this range or is it just flat? I know we're in a mountainous area.
But you're gonna have to roll for that.
What am I gonna have to roll?
Recon. Do you have recon?
I don't have recon on the.
Okay,
I don't
well
have
then I
recon.
think what is recon
I
North?
have.
Is that intelligence?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, Gunny, you're gonna have to use your favorite stat. Roll intellect.
6.
I mean, this is a mountainous kind of position in here. I mean, you're sure that there are hills. You don't necessarily see any hills. I would say you know that the dome you could probably make your way up through the reality of the outpost. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to shoot the targets
From outside the
um
wall?
from outside the wall.
You
I'm
can
gonna be
find a
that fucking
building.
asshole
You can be a
that
yeah.
shoots the fucking cans that the kids set up before they can. Uh, with the yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna be that
say
asshole.
roll social and then roll intellect. Okay.
7,
Yep. Okay,
7.
Gunny. You're gonna shoot into a military encampment. I'm gonna give you that because you rolled good
This
enough.
would be so much better if it was just a fucking. God damn it.
Okay, so thank you.
Gunny's gonna think about that. He's gonna be like, no, there's no advantage to that. He's gonna go set up snowmen and he's gonna start shooting at them.
Okay, yeah, I'd say you can absolutely do that. 100%. Yeah. What are you attempting to do? Are you just spending time doing this, or are you trying to do
Yeah,
something?
I'm waiting. I'm wasting away the day for it. But I don't have anything. I set up the snowmobiles. I'm waiting for the scientist to tell me to acquire something. I don't have anything to do, and if I leave now, I won't reach the cavern until 2 days from now or something like that.
True. Roll
So,
dexterity for me.
do I get to know why?
No. 6.
6.
As you make your way down from the wall, you see that there's a guard that has come out to stare at you with what you can only describe as confusion and also rigorous attention as his firearm is leveled at you.
Oh, he's pointing a gun at me.
Yep.
I'm gonna climb down and we'll slowly approach.
He cocks the rifle.
Um, am I wearing my armor?
Are you wearing your armor?
I believe I would be.
Okay.
What kind of armor is he wearing?
Traditional Chinese armor, I would say.
Okay,
it is an
so
upgraded blend. You see ceramic composites and fine steel work, but it has the traditional look of traditional Chinese armor of probably the Tang
how
Dynasty.
can I make a? There's no insight check.
I guess I'm ruling insight as like intellect or social. I can see either one for the most
Can I
part,
make
or
a
recon.
social check to see how
Yes,
strong this
please.
guy is? Or
Yes, please do.
5? I have no idea.
He looks pretty solid, but you don't think
Uh,
he's necessarily intimidating, no. Besides the rifle aimed at you.
uh, what kind of rifle is it? Is it just a normal ballistic one?
Yes.
Okay.
It has kind of like dragon motifs on it and scroll work. It's a fine looking gun. This is an officer, you would imagine.
Oh, he's an officer, so he's important. I'm just gonna give him a thumbs down. Just like, don't do what you're gonna do. Um. Ah, fuck. What was
Yeah.
that?
He amazingly doesn't shoot you. But against all odds, really. Really,
he
just the
would,
dice
he would,
say that he doesn't
would
shoot you.
survive if he did.
He looks at you in utter confusion at you as you thumbs down him, and uncocks his gun in confusion, and says something in Chinese, which if I do it, I would
respond.
butcher it.
I just walk past him. I don't give a fuck what this guy says.
He lets you. At this point, he's so confused, I don't think he even tries to bother with you. As you go and make snowmen, I guess.
I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna do it within eye shot of him. Like not even like 40 yards outside of the thing. And I'm just gonna sit. I'm gonna plop down.
He watches.
Actually,
He
I'm
actually
not
goes
gonna
to
sit
get
down.
people to go watch with him in
I'm
confusion.
I'm gonna shoot these targets with my las gun.
Make
which
your
is,
rolls.
I don't know.
Make a
I don't
couple
know
rolls.
what
Take some shots.
They 7.
It's a miss.
16. A 7's a miss?
Yeah.
I
You're
thought
looking for an 8.
Alright. Another 7.
That's another
which
miss.
Sucks.
That's a
9.
hit. That explodes
blow
the
the
snowman into a vapor.
Fuck out of the snowman.
As at this point, there's about 5 or 6 of them, all officers, that are watching in absolute amusement as you just take shots with a laser, basically a laser cannon. It's more of a cannon than a
Yeah.
rifle, and biff it, miss it completely, miss it completely again. Finally, blow the shit out of one snowman as they all cheer in delight. Ah, it's good.
I go up to with my change drive app and I fucking hack them to shit.
At this point,
I
they're
don't-
actively laughing. They're actively laughing.
I'm getting fucking furious. Let's 14,
Yeah, you fucking shred it. Absolutely.
19.
Shred it.
I'm fuming at these snowmen. Yeah.
You hear just in the background, "It's good! It's good!
I'm so close to shooting.
Warrior! Warrior!" You've noticed they brought a table out at this point, and the officer that that first took a shot, took an aim at you is sipping tea now.
I walk over, flip the table as I walk away. I'm gonna see how that handles.
I guess we're gonna find out. Hold on.
But he's pissed.
Against the fucking sheer odds, Gunny, he does not shoot you in the back of the head and just laughs.
Good.
You just hear
yeah.
laughter.
He wouldn't have survived if he did. None of them would. The war would start now.
Jesus Christ, Gunny. I mean,
yeah.
it is just laughter and just. I mean, you've made some very happy gentlemen off of this.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Amazingly, never got
okay.
shot.
No, I didn't. Gunny's a fucking war hero. He's not getting shot.
The dice saved
And
you.
even if he is,
The dice saved you so
he's
hard.
not dying. He's not gonna die.
Jesus. All right, I will say that's what you're doing while they're on the hunt. Then, is there anything else you'd like to do while they're on the hunt?
How long would I surmise that it's gonna take them to come back?
Well, you
'Cause it's
figure
almost.
it's been probably about 4 or 5 hours at this point. You'd say. So you probably would say you've probably got about 4 hours left till they're back, probably.
God damn. So I did all of that shit in 4 hours.
You've had a busy day too.
I guess I'm just gonna go acquire stuff.
We're gonna
Gunny's
shift
bored.
back to the hunting party real quick, just to finish
Gunny's
that up.
bored. He's gonna think about what he wants to acquire.
All right, gotta think about that. The hunting party. I'm gonna need you gentlemen to roll for me for a bunch of things as you get to butchering this creature. I'm not gonna narratively put a lot into this, other than to say that Box is very proud of Tuck. He's kind of looking at him like a proud dad. You know, his dad did, his adopted son did a really good job. You know, he got the first shot on this creature. He basically led them there. I mean, he set himself up in a good position. I mean, he's very thrilled. I mean, this is what he wanted to see. This is you exceeded every expectation that Box had, basically. He's proud that he gave you the name. I think he would even tell you that. You did good. I am proud of you. As they get to the task of separating this creature into its constituent components, if I can say it so nicely, as they get to hacking and butchering at this thing. These are professionals. They've been hunting since they could walk. I mean, this is a job that is brand new to them because they've never hunted this creature, but I'd say they know how to do it. So, you're going to roll dexterity. You hear me clapping my hands to that. Sorry. I talk with my hands too much. With Boone. With Boone. So go ahead and... Yep, there you go. 8, okay. North. North is dead. Hold on. As you guys are butchering this animal,
Did anyone come help?
Go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 7 with Boone. Oofta. All right. So you're still laying on your back then. We'll say that's your...
Yeah, I'm laying on my... Help!
Is that someone
You
helping
just-
you up then? I'll say that's your dexterity roll for someone helping you up on your feet.
Yeah, you just like...
As a scarred Keshet comes over and tries to help you up, you just kind of like... You're like a turtle on your back.
He tries to pick me. He's like, I realizes I weigh a lot heavier than I look right now.
And he kind of gets down into it and helps you to your feet finally.
That's some thick stuff there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. He's rough. You
Oh,
do shoot
oh.
good, though. Good kill.
Mm,
He claps you on the shoulder.
thank you. Stumble forward a little bit, like, oh, shit. Back of my mind, I could have died. Fuck.
You could. Yep. Absolutely. I think you... How does North come to... Does he realize how close it could have been? As you move your way up to this massive down creature.
How? What's the distance between now and then where it ended up falling at?
It fell 40 meters from you.
40
So
meters.
it's not super close.
It's
but
more
it's
like,
also...
It's like 150 feet.
Yeah.
Close enough.
It's close enough. The reality is
it's
it's a pretty big creature. You know?
It's unsettling enough, but he realizes, they can't turn on a dime. I feel like, he was on the scene. He could have got up and moved out of the way. He would have been close regardless, but...
Absolutely.
But then
now I
he
need
gets
you to
in,
do
he
another
starts
dexterity.
self-cleaning.
Oh, go ahead, what?
Boone?
Yeah, Boone. Yes, you're butchering the creature now with the help of the Keshet,
An 8.
so you're doing it. Yeah, 8. Yeah, absolutely. I would say you both do a very good job. As you pull apart this animal, you're astonished at how massive this creature is. I mean, it is huge. I mean, there are 15 of you working on this creature, and you have the capacity to all have room to work on it. It's
the head.
How big's the head? I would say probably the size of you.
Damn, so it couldn't fit on my horse is what you're telling
Absolutely not.
me. Damn.
What I'm going to say is you are going to be cleaning this animal. You're not butchering it here. You're going to be dragging it back, and you're not sure.
We're gonna get it. Okay.
Yeah, you're gutting it, you're trying to make it lose some weight, frankly, just to see if you can get it back. As you kind of open up this thing's belly and try and work your way inside, it is messy work. The blood is warm. It's very warm. It's almost hot. And you see the steam of it as it hits the snow. As you try to work your way into its belly, the flesh is thick, the skin is thick. The hide on this thing is probably over an inch thick, probably closer to 2 inches. It is impressive in the extreme. I would say you probably feel a bit of pride, North, knowing you downed this thing. that you got the kill shot on it. There's definitely a couple Keshig that clap you on the shoulder and just good shooting, good shooting.
Hell of a shot, North.
Oh, thanks. You did good too, Bubba. Seen your first shot.
You do notice that they absolutely you feel absolutely as if this was kind of like a initiation, kind of like a ritualized, you've hunted with the Keshig, you've hunted with expert hunters and trackers and soldiers, and they seem to respect you. I mean, this is something that you didn't have to do, but by doing so, you absolutely have gone up in their opinion by quite a bit. I mean, the fact that you killed it, the fact that you got the first shot on it, it's absolutely made you go up in their eyes. As you guys finally work your way through this thing's intestines and you clean it out and you gut it and make sure you get all that you can out here. This gut pile is immense. It's fucking huge.
Do we take a bite of the heart?
If you'd like to.
What you do with your first kill for a new creature, you got to.
I
think
turn to Box and say, "Is that something that we do?"
North's gonna cut off himself a bite-sized piece.
He kind of looks at you and goes, "If you'd like." It is not necessarily what is done, but it is not unknown.
It's like, I'm doing it with you, North.
Oh, yeah, let me cut you off a piece, bro. I cut him off a little bite-sized piece, hand him it over to him.
You see a couple of the guys that with the most scars kind of like, yes, do it.
Cheers. Take a bite.
You're like, cheers, and I'll toss it in the mouth begrudgingly, but like I'm doing it.
How hot is it?
I'm not enjoying it.
It burns your mouth.
It's going down.
It burns my mouth.
Yeah.
So you just.
It's 15 feet. Yeah, it's 15 feet tall, and it lives in an Arctic climate. It keeps warm.
Yeah.
Its body temp is hotter than yours.
You just kind of like, I didn't expect it to be so hot.
Yeah. As you take a bite of this thing's heart, and the ones that are most scarred of the hunting party holler and whoop and howl in joy. You see a one-eyed member of the party come up and just kind of like grab you by the shoulders and just, yes, good warriors, and kind of shakes you and claps you on the shoulder, and they go back to doing what they can to clean this thing. And then comes the Herculean task of getting this thing back. It is absurd in size. For the creature that it is, I mean, it is probably, I say as I look up exactly the weight of an elephant, it's probably about
0.7 tons?
Whatever 24,000 pounds is.
Well, 2,000
12
is
tons.
it's about 12 tons.
Probably close to 12 tons.
I think I've got plenty of horses.
It's a good thing you got 15 horses, yeah. And you do
Is
know
that
that some of them... No, after it's been gutted, it's probably quite a bit less, yeah.
But it's quite a bit less.
Yeah.
Because the lungs on that thing got to be like...
The lungs are absolutely huge, yeah. They're massive. You can't... The scale of this creature is hard to really determine until you're this close to it. The components of this creature are just tremendous. The hooves, like I said, are the size of your saddle. This thing is just immense. The scale of it is boggling.
This heart's got to be the same size.
It's a huge heart. I mean, the bite you took out of it was basically nothing. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, we just slivered off a piece. Just
Just a little heart jerky.
Yeah, I mean that's a definite possibility. You're not sure what you can do with this. You know.
With me.
Huh?
Take that sucker with me.
The heart?
Cut a hole in that, throw it on the side of the horse if it will fit properly. If not, then no. But
I have to determine the size of the heart.
It's like a fucking beach ball.
Okay. It's bigger than that, brother. It's got to be the size of my horse.
It's probably bigger than that. Yeah.
I would say it weighs somewhere around 50 to 60 pounds.
Cut it in half. Cut it in half. Take it with me.
And I would say it's probably... Oh, I don't know. Something like 2 feet.
25 pounds.
About 2 feet.
I cut it down to about a foot. Okay.
2 feet long and probably about a foot and a half wide, maybe a little bit more, somewhere in there.
Yeah. To perspective, by the way, Red. I don't know if you know what a Neil guy is.
I do know what a Neil guy is actually.
Those hearts are about as big as a basketball almost. Those things are massive hearts.
Yeah, I used to have to watch them to make sure the runway was clear because they used to walk all over this prison runway in South Texas. We used to do touch and goes there all the time.
As you guys finish up cleaning this animal and starting to wrap ropes around it and tie it to the saddles of these horses, you're hoping 15 horses is enough. We're gonna find that out. Roll riding at Boone, both of you.
What?
6.
Ooh, 6.
Not great.
All right, I'm at Boone and riding.
10. All right, that's good. Let me roll for them.
9.
No, it's gonna be less than that. But I'm doing it wings again. 8. So it's gonna be 7.
Oh yeah, because you gotta take my low roll.
7,
and his high
7,
roll.
6, and 10. 7, 7, 6, and 10. It's slow going. I'm gonna say it's gonna take you guys probably the full 4 hours to drag this thing back through the snow. I mean, it is gonna be. It might even take you 5. I mean, it's huge.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm going to speak to Box real quick, and I'll just say, since we're dragging this thing, I don't feel right just taking from this area and not giving a little back. And I feel like that creature that we met near the river, near that little oasis, I feel like he kind of let us be, and this is kind of his house. So we should probably leave a little something so we're not just taken.
Box kind of looks at you, and it's a very complex emotion, I would say. He looks at you with sadness and also with a great amount of pride and joy. And he says, I wish my clan was around still so I could show them with pride who I have adopted. Yes, this is good. Bring him something. Leave it for him. The wolf, or whatever, the predator, deserves this for allowing us to hunt.
All right, I think I'll get started hacking off one of the legs then.
No, it's
I'll
going to
help.
be a huge amount.
I'll
Okay.
help you.
If you want to,
Leg.
I suppose you could. If you'd like to take a leg, you can leave it, yeah.
Well,
It's a
six
huge-
legs on this
it's
sucker.
6 of
12
them.
legs total. There's 12
It-
legs total.
There's
6
6
on each
legs
side,
total.
right?
There's 6
Oh,
legs.
okay. Well, that's fine. That leaves 5 legs.
So if we can hack one and
All
then
right,
tie him to our
get
horses,
to
we
hacking.
could probably drag them.
Let's
Yep.
do one of the middle ones. Leave the
Get
back
to
ones
hacking.
first.
Roll
Yeah.
All right,
your
middle ones.
roll strength and endurance for me.
Strength and endurance.
There's not a lot of dexterity. You're just cutting this sumbitch off. So strength and endurance. Tuck it, Boone. So what did you get? You got a 1 and a 3 because your 6 is your last one. So you got
Are
a
we
4.
at the least bit worried about
Oh, God.
the blood trail we're leaving?
What are you
Oh,
gonna
wait,
do,
can I-
Knight?
Well, I'm
What are
not
you gonna
there.
do, Maddox? What are you gonna do, Gunny?
Gunny's
I'm-
gonna go lose a game of chess.
Yep.
I have a question. Since I have my metal arm to help cut.
Yeah,
is
you
that,
get Boone. You get Boone.
All right, okay. I'm gonna
If
reroll
if
that
you're
Boone
using
then.
your
Okay.
metal arm, you can go ahead and use Boone. Yeah.
Using my metal arm. I'm gonna bring my rating back up here for a second. 14. There we go. Yay.
Hey,
14 with strength.
doing things.
North, you do a lot of the work. You get tired. Actually, you don't get tired. Tuck, you're
got
helping. You're helping, Tuck. You're doing your best.
all right, there we go.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell Tuck it's all in the hydraulics.
Yep. As North Metal, as hydraulic arm is doing its work. I would say yes. You do have the capacity to cut the. Sorry, pardon me. You do have the capacity to cut this thing's leg off, and you're going to leave it for the predator.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably as
swing
we
by the-
were passing by, because we're probably
You'll
leaving
be
the
going
same
that
way we
direction.
came.
Yeah, you'd be going
Yeah,
that direction.
so we'll
Yeah,
probably
so
cut it there or close to there, so that we can just drag it kind of closer to it and then
Gotcha.
So
leave.
Tuck, what I was thinking on that is we just do it. Yeah, we just jump and we put it inside the body, and as we go out, two people hop off and throw it out real quick, and then keep going. Right?
Capital idea, my friend.
Yeah.
Efficiency.
I would say you can do this. As you move past that area, actually, what I would say is, as you move, you see in the tree line, you see those eyes again. And they seem to be keeping pace with you, watching you very clearly through the tree line. If you'd like to, you can throw it out now. It has noticed the commotion. It has made its way to the scent of a fresh kill. This is up to you at this point, narratively.
Is there like a hill going down to where I can just like push it and it slides down into the close to it where I don't get. We ain't gotta get too close.
No, this is a valley. There's no.
God, okay.
Your elevation change isn't there right now.
Yeah, so I guess we'll
We'll just have them cover us.
yeah, strap it, wrap it around, pull it out of the
I would say you're still close to where you gutted this thing, as you see it kind of moving towards the gut pile. So it's up to you what you'd like to do.
Well,
If that
Tuck,
helps you.
it is gonna eat the guts and whatnot, right? Sure, we want to leave the leg. We
I
already
mean,
cut
do
the
you-
leg, so
would
it's
you
up to
be
you.
would you
How much you
would
pick?
you feel great about just eating a sack of shit?
I left half my heart back there. What do you mean? Yeah, it's fine. We can leave the leg. All right, you got me. Let's leave the leg.
All right, so we'll leave the leg, and if he can see us, then I'll just kind of dip my head, trying to convey as best I can, being thankful.
I
And,
would say
You're treating it like a god. Tuck, you
May-
know that?
just trying to be thankful, that we're, like I said, if I go over somebody's house, I'm trying to be the nicest I can be. I'm trying to be a good guest.
You know what? Fair enough.
I'm not sure what you'd roll for that. I think it would be animals, but I could see it being social or intellect. What do you want to do? What are you attempting to do? For Tuck. Tuck's engaging with this creature.
I would say, I guess, animal. Well, that's dexterity, though. That's weird.
I think I'm gonna make you roll social.
I like social.
I think social or intellect works for me.
Well, they're both the same thing for me, so let's do social.
I think social.
Got a 6.
Okay, I gotta figure out how that would work. But you also are giving it a leg, so I'm gonna say that's like a plus. You see as you leave this leg and you mount your horse and drag this creature away, you finally see this creature step out of the wood line, and it is a muscular thing. It is probably bigger than your horse, nowhere near the size of the blue ox, but definitely large, with these massive incisors, these saber teeth, and it kind of looks like a tiger mixed with a saber-tooth tiger, mixed with like almost like a bear. It's a very muscular creature. I gave you that picture. You kind of know what it looks like. I'm describing it for everyone else. It has it does have that tiger stripe pattern, almost like a gradient, like in whites and like a dark slate gray running through it. That seems to do a very good job camouflaging it. And it has a very dense build as it kind of moves its way out with its ears pinned back, its small ears, and you hear a low as it kind of seems to call to you. it almost seems to bow back to you in a way that you're honestly terrified by from an animal this large that suggests a certain element of intelligence. As it goes and it grabs the leg, and something that takes multiple people to move for you, it just tears into and rips and pulls into the wood line as you make your way back to camp. Is there anything you'd like to do on the way? Otherwise, I'm going to say narratively we're going to skip to camp.
I don't think there's anything, no.
Pardon me.
North, you got anything?
That thing scares me. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a pucker factor of 10 right now, so it's probably time to go.
Let's get out of here. Hopefully, they don't follow us.
Yeah. As you guys make your way back to camp, dragging this creature, you notice that one of the Keshik had taken off to grab more men, and as you're about halfway back, there's a good chunk of men that come with him with more horses, and they all hook on, and it definitely speeds up your arrival time. You get there probably about 3 hours instead of like the 5 you thought you'd have to do. But it still takes you a while. This is a huge creature. It's massive. This thing is absurd in size and scale and weight. And you finally bring him back to the Mongolic encampment. And it's there that we're going to stop, I think, for you guys. We will deal with exactly how much meat.
What the fuck is that thing?
Yes, if you'd like to roleplay, absolutely. I would say this would be the time to do so. As they bring this massive creature into the Mongolic camp, you probably see it from where you're monkeying around with snowmen and stuff, or whatever. Or chess. You were doing holographic chess. That's right.
I'm losing in chess.
Mm-hmm. And you happen to look out the window. Yeah.
I pull out one of the binoculars that they left. What the fuck is that thing? Well, guess we got food.
Mm.
Now, can you stop beating me in chess? I know you have a PhD. Just quit.
I know you have a
Turn off your brain.
As
just
Azithor
turn it
looks
off.
at you, or not Azithor, I'm sorry. His name isn't Azithor. My apologies, that's a different character. What's his name?
Who's the German guy?
The German? Von Leibniz, I believe. You be playing with him?
Leibniz.
Wolfgang von Leibniz.
I'm not gonna tell you guys. Just turn off your brain and let me win one.
Was is lost. There's no problem. We're just playing chess. You have to be tactical. You must know tactical. You're soldier.
I know. Yeah, but the game doesn't make sense. I can't shoot with the pawn.
Well, no, you cannot
I can't shoot a
with
gun
the
with the pawn.
It is not in. Do you not know any of the original martial things? This is war on a small scale. This is combat. You have no tactical sense, Gunny. No tactical sense.
I'm gonna roll tactics, and if I
Please do.
I'm gonna roll tactics. I'm gonna see if I can beat this guy once.
I love that. You have a
Dude,
minus.
no.
Fail, dude. I was waiting for it.
Wait, why do I have a -4 in tactics?
That's intelligent.
Yeah, you get a -1 to base, and then you don't have good intelligence. Or -2. You get like a -2 or something. It's not good for you. But I think actually you're supposed to have something for tactics, aren't you?
No, I do.
Well, I think he's supposed to have something since he's got a base stat in it, doesn't he? Maybe I'm doing that wrong in my head. Let me look. Yeah, you don't beat him. Von Leibniz kind of laughs at you, basically, and says, "Well, this is a good try."
Leading on the ground.
Oh, I believe you have small-scale tactics. You're very good at that, yes.
Better than a lot of people.
I'm sure, yes, I have heard of you. Gunny, you are known quantity. Even within the Prussian kingdom, even within the Prussian, yes, the Hohenzollern know of you. Even with the courts of Europe, we have heard. Not much, of course, just of a man with a chain axe who rips through ships, but we have heard.
Well, let's hope we can get one of these creatures in the cave back.
Yes, I am hopeful that with strength on our side, we will not die. He
You
kind of
see what they're
shrugs.
dragging? You see what they dragged in?
What?
The fuck is that there?
He stands and he comes
Yeah,
over
look
to
out the
He
window.
looks,
I just saw. I made a whole comment on
Mein
it.
Gott! Was ist los? We should go look.
And that's where we're gonna end the session.
That's where we're ending the session, yeah.
Let's go look.
Let's go look, yep.